Some people might think Chinese food always involves a lot of ingredients and steps, so it is very hard to make at home. Today is the day to disprove that misconception. I'll be introducing 5 recipes with only one main ingredient that everyone has in their fridge: eggs. Those 5 Chinese egg dishes are all quick and easy to prepare, so without further ado, let's get started. Number 1. Steamed eggs. Ingredients include 2 eggs, 1 cup of water, or keep the egg to water proportion at 1 to 1.5. Salt, soy sauce, sesame oil, and green onion for seasoning. Add the salt in the water. Beat the eggs. Add in the lightly salted water and whisk them together. Filter out the foam and big chunks of unbeaten portion. Cover the egg mixture. Put it on the steamer for 8 to 10 minutes. Steaming is a very unique method of cooking in Chinese cuisine. It is also a very healthy cooking technique and it can help to retain the moisture and keep a tender texture of the food. Therefore, it is widely used in cooking various types of ingredients, either meat, seafood, veggie, or many kinds of dim sums, such as buns and dumplings. To steam your food, you can either use a food steamer or a steaming rack with a pot of water, or you can even use a microwave to get the steaming effect. When it's done, take out the steamed egg and pour the soy sauce, sesame oil, and sprinkle green onions on top. And there you have it. The dish is well seasoned and savory. The texture of the steamed egg is similar to a custard or soft tofu, very tender, smooth, and silky. Number 2. Marble Tea Egg. Tea egg is a very classic Chinese egg dish. It has a beautiful marble print on the outside and is infused with tea and spices. Ingredients for tea eggs include a dozen eggs, sugar, both light and dark soy sauce. Light soy sauce is commonly used for the taste and dark is mostly used for the color. Black tea and some spices. Hard-boil the egg. Put the eggs in cold water on a medium to high heat. Boil it for 7 minutes. And when it's done, take out the eggs, put them in cold water to cool them down, and lightly smash it to make some cracks. Braise the eggs in tea, spices, sauce, and water for 20 minutes. And that's it. You can consume it right away or preferably let the eggs sit in the broth overnight so that they could soak up the essence of the sauce. The cracks we made earlier in the shells left darkened lines in pretty marble patterns on the egg whites, and the eggs will have a light aroma of the tea and the spices, very flavorful. Number 3. Soy Braised Egg. Soy egg is another typical Chinese egg recipe. It is very well spiced because it involves braising the deshelled egg in the broth. Ingredients are very similar to the ones for the tea eggs, except instead of the tea, you can use a can of beer to make it more flavorful and add some chili pepper to spice it up. First, hard-boil the eggs. Again, put the eggs in cold water and on a medium to high heat, boil it for 7 minutes. And when it's done, take out the eggs and transfer them to cold water to cool them down. Peel the shells and make some cuts in the egg so that the sauce can be better absorbed. In the pot, add the deshelled eggs, spices, sauce, beer, and water. Bring it to boil. Then on a lower heat, braise it for 30 minutes. Braising is another commonly used technique in Chinese cooking. As you might have noticed, the previous 2 popular egg recipes both use this technique. Braising helps to lock the delicious flavor of the spices and broth into the ingredients. It involves adding condiments, spices, sauce to some water or broth, boiling everything together initially and then simmering at a lower temperature. After 30 minutes, open the lid, switch on high heat to thicken the broth. When the liquid is condensed, turn off the heat. Soy egg is finished. The egg white will be bouncy and chewy, kind of like the texture of the bean curd, and the egg is very well seasoned because it has been in contact with the broth for more than 40 minutes. You can consume it while it's hot or cold, eat it as a snack, a dish, or add it to your noodles or lunchbox to add some protein as well as that bit of sweetness, saltiness, and spiciness. If you don't like the texture of hard-boiled eggs, this next egg recipe is for you, egg drop soup. It is very easy to prepare and it goes well with any soup base, either sweet, sour, spicy, or salty. Ingredients are simple: 1 egg, salt, green onion, sesame oil to flavor the soup, or any other soup base of your choice. Some cornstarch to control the consistency of the soup. First, beat the egg and dissolve the cornstarch in the water. In a pot, boil some water. When it starts to boil, add in the starch-water mixture. Bring it to boil again and stir the soup to create a swirl. Now pour in the egg. The heat will immediately turn the raw egg into some beautiful egg drops floating in the soup. Turn off the heat. Add some seasoning to the bowl depending on the flavor of your choice. Salt and green onion if you like savory soup, vinegar and chili powder if you like spicy soup, and brown sugar if you feel like a dessert soup. Pour in the egg drops and enjoy. By adding the eggs, the soup is not only healthy and tasty, but at the same time, very nice looking because of those pretty flower petal-like egg drops. Last but not least, soy sauce fried eggs. Everyone knows how to fry an egg. Today, let's bring it one step further by seasoning the plain fried eggs with some soy sauce, sugar, and green onion. First step is to fry the eggs in oil. Depending on how you like your eggs, you can make it over easy, over medium, or over well. After all the eggs are fried, put it back to the pan, pour in the soy sauce. If there's some hot oil left in the pan from frying before, be careful, it might splash a little bit. Then, sprinkle some sugar and green onion. Flip the eggs over to make the flavor evenly spread. Once the eggs have absorbed the sauce, turn off the heat, and your dish is ready to go. This dish is absolutely quick, simple, and delicious. You can have the eggs on its own for breakfast or as a dish for dinner because the sauce goes really well with either rice or noodles. And that wraps up our 5 egg recipes. There are many other interesting egg dishes and ways to prepare eggs in Chinese cuisine. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more content like this.